Let's read a little more from my new book, Healing, Wholeness and God Realisation. To go forth and have experience, which is the soul's original mandate, can be a thrilling and deeply satisfying thing. To find oneself in the great playground of planet Earth, equipped with free will, with a mind which thinks, with an emotional body possessing an incredible capacity for feeling, and with a physical body which moves freely through space, is an enticing opportunity rich with potential and endless possibilities. Like a child in a candy shop with a free pass to eat as much of whatever they'd like, a great and passionate flurry initially takes place. That young, fresh soul, reaching into the form world through its various bodies, intently takes part in life, going unconscious and deeply immersing itself in the human experience. All sorts of states of being and conditions are sought out. Emotional complexities and extremes are swallowed whole. All ends and extremes of the various spectrum are explored. There is so much experience to be had. But eventually, experience alone ceases to be fulfilling. Eventually, that child begins to grow up and realizes that while eating candy can be fun, it's not necessarily healthy. That child becomes aware that there is a whole world outside of the candy store and begins to yearn to truly contribute something to that world, rather than just devouring everything in its path, and to become healthy. Eventually, that child decides to leave the candy store and begins to search for the conditions which allow it to thrive. The child becomes aware of a still, quiet voice which whispers and guides that child into consciousness. The child becomes aware of purpose and seeks to fulfill that purpose. As this awakening child begins to deliberately direct and align its activities with this sense purpose, a great wealth of wisdom and love is accumulated, and the heart begins to awaken with a yearning and desire to serve something greater than itself, to give something back. Some call this an existential crisis, for it can indeed be quite a shock to find oneself conscious with no clear direction, but I call it the beginnings of the Great Awakening, or the soul merge. When this soul merge is initiated, you begin to become conscious of higher levels of the self, of your unity and oneness with all things, and God begins to awaken in your consciousness and in your conscience.